I'm from Susquehanna University, but I'm currently student teaching with Mr. Kendall and Mr. Fisher. I play the flute, which is a woodwind instrument that makes sound from blowing air across the top of the tone hole. It plays high and low notes and can be found in ensembles like band and orchestra. Here's a song that you might be familiar with.
Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Kendall, the high school band director, and I'm here to show you the clarinet. The clarinet is about the same size as a flute. It's obviously a different color, but what's really different about it is that it has on the back side of it a reed. And this reed is made of very thin wood. And that reed goes over top of a hole in the end of the clarinet. And when I put that in my mouth and I move air through the instrument, the reed vibrates really fast and creates the sound of a clarinet. I really enjoy playing the clarinet. I'm going to play something for you now, and I hope you enjoy it too. Maybe you'll choose to be a clarinet player.
Hi everybody, I'm Mrs. Garside and I'm the band director at the Williamsport Area Middle School. I'm here today to talk to you about the saxophone, which is the last member of the woodwind family that you'll hear about today. So the saxophone is a woodwind instrument because it has a very thin piece of wood back here on the mouthpiece called a reed, which helps it make its sound. It also has a key for every finger, just like the flute and clarinet, and this is what it sounds like when you play. That is the saxophone.
Hi, I'm Mr. Smith. I'm the band director over at Curtin Intermediate, and I'm going to be showing you the brass instruments today. Our brass instruments are all played the same way. We actually make a sound with our lips. It sounds like this. And we do that into what we call a mouthpiece. Now, all brass instruments have one of these mouthpieces. They're different sizes. The smaller it is, the higher sound we get. The bigger it is, the lower sound we get. When we do that noise into one of these mouthpieces, it sounds like this. And then when we actually put our mouthpiece in our brass instrument, it comes all the way out the other end sounding like this. First brass instrument we're going to talk about is the trumpet. Our trumpet has 3 valves. Even though it only has 3 valves, we can actually play all the notes that all the other instruments can play. Our trumpet can play very low, very high, and a lot of notes in between. Now, the next song that you're going to hear features our trumpet. The next brass instrument we're going to talk about is the trombone. Now, the trombone's a little bit different. We have a bigger mouthpiece, but it also, instead of buttons, instead of valves, we have what's called a slide. And we move the slide around to get the different notes. So our trombone is a lot lower than our trumpet that we heard. It sounds a little bit like this. Now the trombone is pretty low. Another instrument, say you like the way the trombone sounds, but maybe I'm not so sure about the slide thing. We have another instrument called the baritone or the euphonium. And this one sounds a lot like the trombone, except instead of a slide, we actually have valves like a trumpet. And it sounds like this. And right now, we're going to actually feature these 2 instruments, the trombone and the baritone, in the next song that we're going to do. Now that you've gotten a chance to hear all the brass instruments, we're going to actually play one more thing for you with them all playing together. I think you'll know this one. One more instrument's going to be added. It's the instrument my wife plays, and she's going to join me on this one. Check this box out. That's going to be right up here. That's going to be the French horn, which is also an option. All right, these are our brass instruments.
Hey guys, my name is Mr. Fisher and I'm the band director at Lycoming Valley. I'm going to talk to you today about the percussion section. Now, if you'd like to join the band and play in the percussion section, you will actually learn all of the instruments from this section as you go through your time in band. But first, we just start with two. The first one are the bells. Now, the bells are set up just like a piano. These would be the white notes and these would be the black notes on the piano. The bells play pretty high notes, but they can play melodies. Then we also have the snare drum. Now the snare drum is called a snare drum because it makes this sound because of little wires that run underneath. I can turn those wires off and make this sound. These are the two instruments that you would learn how to play first in the band. Most time for lessons, there's more than one percussionist, so we'll play on something that looks like this. This is a practice pad, and it doesn't make very much sound to keep our noise levels down for the people around us. The song I'm about to play for you contains a lot of different percussion instruments, but it's going to feature the snare drum and the bells. Remember, if you sign up for band to play either one of these instruments, you'll actually learn how to play them both. If this is what you'd like to do, sign up for percussion.